Hey, what's up, YouTube world? It is your girl here, the Venusian Bull, and I am back for another Planets in the Houses series. And in this series, we are going to be discussing planets in the ninth house. Okay, so you know how we do, it. I am going to provide a little intro video for the ninth house and then attach it to all of the videos for the planets so that, we can get everything that needs to be said in these videos. Okay. All right, so just a little background on the ninth house. Remember, the ninth house is akin to Sagittarius. So the energy of the ninth house is very joyful. It's very optimistic. It's all about adventure and learning and philosophy and religion and spirituality and traveling all over the place, darling. It's all about discovering different cultures, different people, different ethnicities, different ways of life. And it's just about being open minded. Like the ninth house is literally like, you're an open book type of energy. It's very larger than life energy. It's very extra, extra, read all about it type of energy. So, ninth house people are on 10 like 90% of the time. Like they can't help it. It's like adrenaline. It's like constant adrenaline. This is a house that's full of energy, and full of excitement and luck and expansion and abundance. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna keep this pretty cute, clean, and concise. All right. And also, as a disclaimer, I feel like I mentioned this in my videos, but y'all still seem to not be listening. Okay. When I discuss the planets and the houses, I'm discussing their general energies, like their purest energies. Obviously, this is going to be modified based on the sign that's on the house cusp. If you have other planets also in this house, or if these planets in the ninth house are aspecting other planets in your natal chart, it may modify this energy. So you may look at this video and be like, that sun in the ninth house, that sounds like nothing like me. And you got a nerve to have sun square Pluto. That's why it don't sound nothing like you. Okay, I just had to get a little mean for a second. This is a happy energy, positive energy, but I just had to say that because some of y'all be coming up in here and be like, I'm not this, I'm not that. Y'all, look at your whole chart, listen to all of the videos because at some point you're gonna have planets transiting the ninth house. So you actually want to pay attention to all of the videos, not just the one that's specific to you and your natal chart. And hey, if you want to get information, on other people, family members, significant others, friends, coworkers. And they happen to have a planet in the ninth house. You may want to listen to that as well. All right. So keep it, well-rounded and, helps me boost up those views. All right. All right. So stay tuned for a very wild, adventurous ride for the planets in the ninth house. All right. Let's go. Freedom! All right, you guys. So in this video, we are going to be discussing the sun in the ninth house. Okay. So having the sun in the ninth house is similar to having sun in Sagittarius, or even having Leo on the ninth house cusp. So you may experience a little similarities if you have Leo on the ninth house. Okay. So, remember, the sun represents your ego, your vitality, what gets you up in the morning, your personality. It's a very light, bright energy. And what better place to have a light, bright, happy energy than in the ninth house? Okay, so these are going to be very happy people. Okay, they're very joyful. They're very full of life. You know what I'm saying? Some people, they may not like the overly happy people or just like the overly optimistic people who just like never like have a care in the world. Like girl, like you just lost your job. Like you just lost your man. Like, why are you happy? Like, there's better things to come. Like they're always, sun in the ninth house is always looking at the glass half full. It's always positivity. It's always, I'm able to make another dollar. You know what I'm saying? I'm able to find another significant other. I'm able to find another friend. I'm able to live another day. Like sun in the ninth house, they're just happy to be living and breathing. And they just wake up and be like, I'm so thankful for being, alive. You know what I'm saying? Just grateful for just like the little things, even though they have a very larger than life personality. This energy, they talk big, they think big, sometimes they are big, like in stature. It's just a very loud, um, it's like aggressive, but like in a fun way. You know what I'm saying? Sun in the ninth house is definitely very party animal energy. This is very much like, we're partying on Saturday night, woo, 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 but we're going to praise the Lord on Sunday morning. Yes, we are. Absolutely. Because that ninth house is all about religion, it's all about spirituality and things of that nature. Okay, sun in the ninth house is a natural teacher. Most ninth house energies are natural teachers, but sun in the ninth house is definitely a natural teacher. So you get a lot of fulfillment and a lot of pride when you're able to, remember, sun fulfills your pride and everything. You feel a lot very prideful when you're able to teach people things, when people are able to learn things from you. You know what I'm saying? Because, Sagittarius energy, they done been here. They know it all. You know what I'm saying? Little bit of their Achilles heel, but or sun in the ninth house. Sorry, we intertwine Sagittarius and sun in the ninth house, but this is really specific to sun in the ninth house. Okay, but you love to teach as well as learn. So once you learn everything you need to learn, you're like, okay, I'm ready to teach. So these will obviously make great teachers, great professors, great instructors, and things like that. These people, they love to travel. They love to, see new things. Like a sun in a ninth house person can never be like just stuck in their hometown or stuck in the same like rigmarole. Like sun in a ninth house, this whole like quarantine thing with COVID is like really like, that has dampened your spirit. You like, I can't go anywhere. Like I can't fly. I can't get on a plane. I mean, you can, just, be careful. But like initially when everything was all scary and whatnot, and he was like, I can't fly, I can't go anywhere, I have to stay home. Like, what? Home is my suitcase. Like, that's home. Home is the plane. Home is these, various, vacation spots that I like to go to. Home is actually not my house. So sun in the ninth loves to be out and about. They love, nature. They love hiking. These are very energetic people, very athletic people. So they love to, get down and dirty. They love to play games and, lift people's spirits. They love learning about different cultures, different walks of life, different races. This is a very like open-minded energy when it comes to like dating outside of your race or dating someone from another culture or another country, and something along those lines. Just very open-minded, just like a friend to all, like a lover to all. Like this is just very much that energy. Very philosophical in their way of talking and explaining things. It could be very high level because they feel like they're kind of above everyone else. I'm above. Like I'm relatable, but I'm also above you. You know what I'm saying? The saying, it's above me, sun in the ninth is I'm above you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna like act like I'm humble and all that shit. But really, like, they think they're the shit. Okay, I always say with my firehouse energy and my fire sign energy, the fire energies are all about self. Sun in the ninth, or Sagittarius is like self-righteousness. Leo or sun in the fifth is self-absorbed, and Aries or sun in the first is like selfish. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of my little takeaway. But anyway, back to sun in the ninth. So yeah, you're very philosophical, and you can be very preachy, because you know everything. You can be very preachy, and you can come off a bit hypocritical because people would be like, okay, well, you did that, so like, why can't I do that? Like, what is the issue? You know what I'm saying? So you got to watch that kind of hypocritical thing and that like holier than thou kind of thing. Like, don't act like you're better than everybody. You utilize that sun in the ninth to be, more gracious and to be more understanding of other people's, circumstances and things like that. But I will say the great thing about sun in the ninth house, y'all could really like not have like a pot to piss in, but still believe in the glass half full and still believe there's a light at the end of the tunnel and still believe that there's purpose and there's something to fight for, and things of that nature. Sun in the ninth house could be very prone to getting into like international affairs or like international law. Like if you do go to college, which you probably will, and you'll probably go for the bachelor's and the master's and the PhD and the doctorate, because ninth house energy, y'all love to learn. So y'all just be getting all the degrees. Y'all just, rack them up. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. So your major could be like international studies, foreign languages, you know what I'm saying? Just something that involves different cultures that doesn't have anything to do with your life and your upbringing. It's not that you reject where you come from. You're very much appreciative of it, but you're very open to other people and other things and other experiences, that you don't want to limit yourself to, this is where I come from, so this is where I have to be. You're more like, this is where I come from, but this is also where I can go. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's like, it's very positive. It's very uplifting. Also on the spirituality tip, like I said before, y'all can be the preachers, like a literal preacher, like a reverend, a pastor. You could be, the choir director and stuff like that, very much involved in your church. If you're on the more spiritual end, like not so religious or, specific to like organized religion, then you're very much into astrology and other kind of like, metaphysical practices and things like that, really like kind of on, the light side of things, but you're always looking at things from like a philosophical point of view. Oh, another thing that you could have majored in is like theology and philosophy and things of that nature in school, if you're studying and you have kind of that ninth house energy. So yeah, so that's definitely something to think about. And on your philosophical tip, like sun in the ninth has a very wide, broad outlook on life in the way that they see things. So they may not always see things in the simplest way or in the most obvious way. It's like abstract high level. It's like really interesting. Like when you're trying to explain something, it's like very, because the stars, they shine on us, and that gives us light to be able to be these great people and these great spirits or whatever. That's really like a bad example. That's a bad example of the way like the philosophical approach to something very simple, but that's kind of the idea. A philosophical approach, a philosophical conversation about something very simple. Like y'all could be talking about peanut butter and jelly, and sun in the ninth can give you a lifelong lesson about the proper way to make peanut butter and jelly so that you can prosper in life. Expansion, abundance, you're lucky people. You're like sun in the ninth can be lucky because they have this light and this positive, like vibrant type of energy. So you can, luck into money. It's a perfect example of preparation meets opportunity for sun in the ninth. So you may notice that people with sun in the ninth house, they kind of always get what they want. And it's not because they're not trying, because they are. They like to put effort into things, but they always have this like positive attitude, which brings abundance, abundance of money, abundance of friends, abundance of love, abundance of just joy. You know what I'm saying? So they're kind of like always, on that type time. Very adventurous, fearless people. These are skydivers. These are the bungee jumpers. These are the scuba divers. They'll try any like outrageous, crazy, dangerous adventure at least once. And their traveling is more like experiences. It's more like adventures. Like they may call their vacations adventures. Like I'm gonna go on an adventure to Hawaii, or I'm gonna go on an adventure to Morocco. You know what I'm saying? And this energy is also, they're like perfectly fine with leaving their hometown. You know, sun in the ninth, they could, you know, grow up in Alabama and as an adult end up living in Morocco and it ain't even a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not even strange to them because they're like, my spirit and my energy does not belong here. I need to see the world. So I just need to go elsewhere. And a lot of times, you know, that's what they do. It's very rare that someone with like sun in the ninth house or ninth house energy in general will actually live in the same place that they grew up. You know what I mean? They have to explore, they have to discover new worlds, new lives, new people, new cultures, new food. You know, they have to discover things. You know, they're never going to discover anything just sitting on their couch in their house. You know what I'm saying? This is the outdoorsy person, this person that wants to get out, get shit done, and make the world a better place and teach you something. You know, have you learned? Have you grow? You know, this is all about expansion and growth. Growth. I just like growth. I said that wrong. Okay, so this is all about growth and expansion and just joy and happiness. So, like sun in the ninth house can teach a lot of people a lot about how to use like optimism to their advantage and positivity to their advantage. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, this is really, you know, just lighthearted energy that's like really just going for the gold and just going for it. All right. So let me know what you thought about this video, sun in the ninth house. If you happen to have this placement, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if this resonates with you. And even if you don't have this placement, let me know what you think. Let me know, does your mama have this placement? Does your cousin have this placement? Does your man, does your woman have this placement? Let me know. Put that down in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.